Beloved star, warmest welcome to Elven Pod 90 and sharing the elven energies for our ascension of this week. And I'm really reminded this week the elven gaze is very specific. There are many, many layers of energy. There are many layers and levels of reality and of what is taking place within the now. And what is so beautiful about this time we are within is the proliferation of the information streams. And while it can be overwhelming, it also means that within that freedom to discover, we can find the streams of information that really resonate with us, that expand us. So when I share the elven perspective on our ascension, I'm very aware that it is a level of reality, and there are many, many other levels that we could choose to gaze at what is taking place, what is unfolding at. And it might be that some serve us more at other times than others. And for me, when I receive the elven guidance, it's always what feels that for me is what feels most activating, as though that is the stream within which my utmost growth and expansion and discovery takes place. There is a sense that, if you like, is what the activity of light within my soul belongs to. And so for me, in a sense, it feels more real than anything else. But it's because it's the level of activity within creation and the level of unfoldment that my soul really resonates with and is set in motion by. It's like where I feel I can really bring what I'm here to bring and really make a difference and really light up and be in that difference for myself also, for what most expands and evolves my being. So I'm very aware of this. This just came forward this week strongly. And so I speak of this as I begin, because it's as though we are, I know there's been a great wave, a time when you have forecast energies and this is what's happening with our ascension now. And this is the energy coming in. And of course, in a sense, that's exactly what I'm doing and sharing and bringing. But I believe that the tenor or the quality of the way we share this information is shifting overall. It's as though the energy streams are just getting too broad and wide and sovereign and free for any of us to imagine that we're telling the one account that is applicable for every and all beings at every level, or is in some way ultimate. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It doesn't take away from the relevance of any of those streams of information, but it does give us each one the opportunity to move into synchronization with the streams of information that really make us feel good, that really bring us where we need to be, bring you into the expansion point and the inquiry and the level that is most real and activated for you. So having said this, the guidance of the Elven for this week for our ascension is that we are in this relationship, discovering this relationship to a new level of our own, if you like, multidimensional alliance, multidimensional team in the light. And we are gravitating to the level of what they call our Golden Solar Entourage. And this is our angelic, celestial, stellar, galactic team that specifically, stumbling on her S's, specifically supports our seventh dimensional star creator state. That absolute serenity when you, as that heart of creation, that is simultaneously the mystery, the void, the nothingness, and the dancing forth of the infinite potentialities of the light within that space of the mystery, that you become, it's your seventh dimensional state as that. So if you like, it's before all wave pulses of already created realities, even in higher dimensional band waves of them, like the sixth through to the fifth dimensions, where there are all kinds of beautiful astral plane higher dimensional realities that can have a deep relevance to us for sure, and a place. Yet we are gravitating or graduating into this capacity of our seventh dimensional and beyond nature, which is to be in that place before the pre-created realities, if you like, and to dream into being, what would I love to create? What would I love to dream into existence? What would I love to manifest? And within that state, it's as though we both generate but also receive the inspirations, and they are the sparks of the infinite, of the source light that we are the fractal of, presenting, moving through as us. And so our golden solar entourage relates to those golden sparks arising in your heart from your truest, most sovereign source place. These are beyond all kinds of trying to fix things. They're not desires or inspirations that are reactive to anything. They're not trying to make better what was wrong yesterday. That's not core to the level of consciousness that they belong to. They're a priori, if you like. They are before. What would the source that you are love to create, love to manifest, love to dream into being? And from that place, the golden solar entourage is entirely responsive. That's what's unique about this level of alliance. That's what's unique to its quality. It has total respect and total absence of control in its level of response to you. So total respect for what is generated forth from you at this level. Now, what I'd love to share this week, because I spoke of this last week and introduced it the week before, so we've been in this energy for a little bit. What I'd love to share this week that's coming forward specifically is that a distinguishing characteristic about the golden solar entourage and how it responds to these desires of creation in your heart is that if it's not a true desire of your heart, it's not a true creational desire, there will be no response at all. You will just not hear anything. You will not feel anything. You will not receive anything. There's no judgment either. There's just nothing. It's kind of like a grand total silence. It's as though they're not there, because they are only responsive to because it's the only level they belong to is to those true desires of your heart. So what we're within this week is the opportunity, if you like, to ascend as that heart of the mothership of light within which we discover the array of our golden solar entourage all around us that in truth has always been with us. And we get to generate within the heart of that mothership a desire, a something you would love to create, to manifest, to dream into being, to practice actually calling that forth within your heart. And it's a great test point, because if it's not a true desire of your heart, you won't get any response. And I don't want you to stop for that reason and think, oh, I'm not sure I can access my golden solar entourage. Not sure that's working for me. It's a sign that your desire is not true of your heart. And it's a moment to actually keep experimenting. I really sat with this because when they guided me through this practice, my first desire, I got no answer. My first, this is what I would love to create. And it was the most fascinating teaching, because then I just sat and I stilled and I dropped layer by layer until I came to the true desire of my heart, where I would really love to create, to manifest, dream into being. And oh my goodness, the most instantaneous, like boom, boom, went out. This resonance, this carrier wave of resonance traveled from me to them and brought them right back to me. And I felt what I will call the yes. And that is characteristic. That is something to look out for from this level of alliance, this level of entourage of your team in the light, is that when they give their yes, when you articulate the true desire of what you'd love to dream into being, and it is the true desire of your heart, they give a yes. And that yes has quite a few qualities to it I would love to speak to. It is unequivocal. It does not judge. It is not hesitant in any way. It does not ask you to justify anything. There is no holdback in that yes. And also, so that yes acts as affirmation. It's a yes to your desire, what you would love to create, but it is also the ignition or the initiation of their support, their assistance. It is set in motion. It is done. We are in with you. Kaboomf. And at that moment, you are letting that full tidal wave of the golden array of your golden solar entourage travel into your heart and be received. For the desire of your heart to receive that yes, that assistance, energetically, fully and deeply. And that is the point where we have another bit of checking in to do, which is, am I allowing myself to receive that? Or do I at that moment get those settings of, I don't deserve this. Do I deserve this? Have I done enough to justify it? Who am I to have this kind of support? All these kind of questions. Who am I to have this desire fulfilled? So if any of those layers of that kind of imposter syndrome like response comes up in your heart, or reaction comes up in your heart, stay present to that, because that becomes the last wave of this invitation, which is to fully receive the yes, to let it travel all the way through to the very core of your heart, and to let the ancient and timeless technology of your heart activate. The ancient and timeless quantum human angelic DNA of your heart to activate, which has always been designed to be at this level of creation and co-creation through worlds, that has always known what it is to be here and been designed to be here with this extraordinary array of your golden solar entourage creating here together for all the realms, where your desire of your heart shines as a star of all worlds at the heart of theirs. It matters. It's part of the evolution and the expansion of worlds. And that's the last thing I'd love to share, which is the realm of human desire has been much interfered with. We have gained the desires, if you like, of a slave race, of the slave, of our enslavement. And we know the desires of our enslavement because they are the ones that in their fulfillment diminish us. They take from us, they drain from us, they drain from the realms, they drain from the earth. And I believe each one of us is in a refinement process as we learn more and more and more and gain mastery in this realm of desire. Not through, we can understand the spiritual traditions of the last age saying, desire, avoid it. Like, leave that whole show behind because of the interference, because of the distortion. And so the realm of desire being a realm that can so easily enslave us rather than liberate and expand and evolve us and set us free. Now that's how we distinguish the true desires of the heart. They are the ones that set us free. And they don't just set us free, they set creation free. They expand reality, they evolve reality. And so we are reactivating that level, coming to know that level of desire within our heart. And that's why when we come from those other layers of desires, of course, our golden solar entourage is not going to respond. And what I love to say about those slave or enslavement desires, I believe more and more of us, we have been on the journey. We've been awakening to our true desire. We've been discovering that golden lamp and lantern and learning to follow that. And again, it's a refinement phase now for us. And or whether for you it's activating, but you will very quickly be accelerating into refinement because of the frequencies now. And by refinement, I mean, we are in a world where, wow, there is so much potential information and desires about what we might want. And I mean more specifically, yes, we could send the 3D, mainstream, but also in the conceptual and spiritual worlds. So much, what is someone else's North Star? What is someone else's, this is the thing, this is the way, this is the most important light. This is the answer. There's so much information about all of this. And not that, that's not good. That's yesterday, or that's old, or whatever, that's out. All these kind of levels of information, that's the refinement, is not getting caught up and distracted by all of that. But now in our refinement, to learn to strengthen and to amplify the golden lantern of your true desire, and to be able to be yes in interaction, yes in awareness of the field. It's so beautiful to be aware and connected what others long for, what others are dreaming, what others are saying, but to be now in a refinement where we become really strong in the true desire of our heart, so we can remain present within that, even amongst, and be that within the field. So this is a gorgeous week with some really, really strong energies. The energies are very strong right now, deep physical recalibrations, big energies moving through us, because as you ignite at its simplest, as you ignite as this one who stands here, as do I, as a golden heart dreaming with so much cosmical support that is around you, arrayed around you, that you are in this divine co-creative pulse with, that is absolutely allied with you, calling your dreams into reality, amplifying your power of creation here. That is immense, that we are landing this in our bodies and our beings here in this world, moving to this level of sovereignty, this level of remembering. So the energies are big. So taking care, taking time for your physical recalibration, trusting the body and giving it what it needs. Sometimes the frequency release is so hefty from the body that it can feel like you're getting ill. It can feel, which is sharing an aurora like headaches or whatever it feels like. For me, it came up as a sore throat that would just come and go in moments, but be so physical while it was there, and then kaboom, just a weight of old frequency, old reality, things I've dreamt that I'm no longer dreaming anymore, and releasing out of my fields as that sovereign dreaming self takes center stage and knows, that one who is free to choose what we dream into being. So much love, and I shall see you soon. Farewell for now.